Hey, how's everybody doing today? I just wanted to do a quick review video of some internal pumps. A lot of these have been kind of going around. On this one, the Xpertmatic, some other YouTubers have sent these. I picked some up after watching their reviews, and then later on I found this brand, and I'll show you both kind of in action. I'm only running one of these right now in a quarantine tank, and then I'm running one of these in my 220. But I'll kind of show you the differences and some of the things I like and some of the things I don't like about both. They're both around the same price point when I purchased them, around 25 bucks a pop for both. So this is the Xpertmatic. Some are calling it the China filter. This is the Jajale, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but anyway, about the same price point. And I'll run you through some of the differences on them real quick. Alright, so here is a quarantine tank that has the Xpertmatic filter in it. Just kind of look at it in action. You can tell today is cleaning day. There's some of the flow kind of features. This is directional, so you can change that up and down, rotate it however you want. One of the pros, well, I should say one of the cons, is back here. Every time you want to do any type of maintenance, you either have to pop this off or pop each suction cup off, detach it, take it out of the water, and then pop these off. I'm about to take it out for cleaning, so I can show you kind of more in depth on it real quick. But just an overview of it. Here's a shot of the Jajale in the tank. This is just a 220. I have it mounted here on the side. As you can see, it puts out a good flow. And then you get 4 tiers versus just the 3 with the Xpertmatic. The other huge pro, in my opinion, for these is that you're mounted on a bracket. So anytime you're wanting to do maintenance, you can simply grab the pump, slide it out of the bracket. Versus the Xpertmatic, you got to detach everything to take it off. Another huge pro on this one is you also get a secondary port. It's just an elbow, so you can point it up, point it down. But the big thing is that you could potentially point this up, run a line up, and then run you an overhead sump with it. So essentially the same pump can give you some mechanical filtration, a good flow with oxygenation, as well as a separate port to flow up for an overhead pump, all from the same thing, same one pump. The power cord is also about 3 times as long as the Xpertmatic. Xpertmatic, the power cord is very, very short. So I was happy that this cord is a lot longer as well. Here's a shot of just some cleaning. We got the filter part popped off from the pump. Just kind of a shot. So you got the 3 tiers. That's essentially what they look like. One other thing you'll notice on the Xpertmatic, the internal chambers are capped. There's no way to replace. There's a little bit of activated carbon, but there's no way to replace it. In contrast, you'll see the difference when we look at the Jajale pump. One of the very few pros the Xpertmatic has, though, is with the material is kind of opaque, so you can easily look and see, all right, that's got a bunch of gunk, it's time to clean, versus the Jajale being blacked out. You can't immediately tell if it's time for cleaning or not. So that's one of the very few pros. Additionally, on this tank, this is just a 15-gallon tank, but it tends to run about 5 degrees hotter than all my other tanks, and it's the only tank that I have the Xpertmatic plugged into. So it does seem to put out a little bit of heat compared to similar pumps of the same size. Alright, so a little bit of a water change and a clean, and here we have it back assembled and back into the tank. This is a good shot at it running. You see the flow? It does okay, but compared to the Jajale, you don't get the additional port. So to me, this is a far inferior product. You also only have the triple tier versus the quadruple tier, and the internal chambers are capped, so there's no way to change any of that out. So the other con is that it does tend to run hotter compared to other pumps. And occasionally this air will cut out completely. It's happened twice now. Thankfully I watched this tank pretty closely with it being the quarantine tank. But I really would not recommend the Xpertmatic internal filter. The only pro it does have is that you can see, one, that this is a season pump, and also it'll get dark quickly, so you can quickly realize, all right, it's time to do a cleaning or not. But with the same price point, really, compared to the Jajale, and the Jajale having the extra port, as well as the back mounting bracket, so you don't have to fool with unsuctioning it every time you want to do some maintenance. I think hands down the Jajale is a better candidate if you're looking for an internal pump. So here we have the filter taken off the pump. Again, just doing some maintenance and also showing some of the product while we do it. But as you saw in the prior one, the Xpertmatic, the internal chamber is capped. See, these is open. So you could potentially put your own activated carbon or whatever you wanted to in these, and it's completely interchangeable. But you do have the black interface. It's not as easy to just look at and spot check, all right, I need to clean it. The quality of the sponges in these seems to be a lot better. The quality of the actual material itself seems a lot sturdier. It's still, you can see it flexes pretty easy, but this one feels like after I use it a year or so, it's still going to keep the same flex to it. The other material seems a little more brittle in contrast. And then also, as you see, you got the 4 chambers compared to just the 3 with the Xpertmatic. And here's the Jajale put back together. Flows somewhat improved at the cleaning, but kind of get a good picture of it. So I hope this video has helped kind of show the differences between these two internal filters and some of the pros and cons of both. At pretty much the same price point, the Jajale seems to be the better overall pick, just based on you get one whole more compartment. The internal cartridges are open-ended, so you can put whatever you like inside them. Then also you get the extra spout, which is on an elbow that you can run up for an overhead pump, versus just the one spout on this one, the Xpertmatic. Additionally, just from materials used, these seem to be subpar compared to the Jajale. So just my take on it. Hopefully this helps. Hope everyone's doing okay with everything going on. Stay safe, and hope you had a great day. Thanks.